Hi, my name is Samsonite3, and this is my tutorial on the mini category All Easter Eggs. I figured I'd make this tutorial for people who aren't that familiar with the route yet, and who are just looking into running this category for fun. Just say outside of the main categories. There are 7 hidden Easter eggs throughout the game. I already have all the collectibles. I just finished with an all-C run. There are 7 hidden throughout the game. There are 2 in Optical, 1 in Cubism, 1 in Clone, 3 in Labyrinth, and then 1 in Whitespace. So induction, you don't need to worry about it. You just run that. You just run it modern warplessly. So you can check out A Slice of Pie's warpless tutorial on how to do all the warpless strategies. I'm simply going to be going over how to obtain the eggs and how to switch over from the egg run to modern warpless if need be. So no need to worry about Easter eggs and induction. Just run that level warplessly. So we're going to head into Optical here and check out where the first egg is. What you're going to want to do is, it's pretty close to the beginning of the level, so just grab a soda can. Angle it slightly to the left. Actually, it really doesn't matter, as long as it's big and you have a platform to jump onto in order to jump up and obtain the Easter egg right up here. And all you need to do is click and grab, and it will be collected officially. And then the second egg is in the square room right after this barrier. So what you're going to do is grab this sign here, make it big. Whoops. You're going to want to make it big enough to twist into yourself, make it disappear. And then right about here, go ahead and just release it. Jump onto the platform so you don't run the risk of actually missing the egg on the way up. Just land on the platform, click and release, and then you have to obtain both eggs in Optical. What you do from there is you just return to the start of the level, and you grab the soda can from the machine, and you do the warpless strat, launching over here, launching over there, and then over to the elevator to finish off the level. The next egg we'll get in is to go into Cubism. You don't need any special item to access the egg in Cubism. All you need to do is simply walk into this big room to start, jump onto the green pipes here, wait until you get past this stack of wooden pallets here, go to the right, and there's the egg. Simple as that. And then you just complete the level by completing this launch with the cube over in that corner. Next egg is in Clone, which is actually at the end of the level. So I'm just going to cut to the end, and I will see you there. So I have just finished running the level glitchlessly up until this point. When you make it this far, you're going to go over to the Dream Soda, get a cloned vending machine, and you're going to resize it. Make sure to resize it just enough so that when you bring it down to this level, that it disappears from your view. Walk over to about where this box is, release, and go left immediately so that you land on this pipe. And then what you have to do for this egg is that it appears red at first. You have to click it once so it turns green and black, and then grab it again to actually collect the egg. And that is Clone Egg. Now there are 3 eggs in Labyrinth, and it is by far the hardest level to the hardest level in all Easter egg runs. It's the run that will kill most people. Well, that sounded wrong. It will kill most runs when people reach it this far. So what you're going to do is you're just going to run this level glitchlessly, you know, audio skips and all, until you reach the first aid, which I will cut to now. Alright, so we're actually a little bit a ways from the egg right now. We just came this far, and we're going to fall through this hallway, obviously, first step. We're going to clip the door, and we're actually not going to go through it quite yet. We're going to pick it up after it turns into a grabbable object. Turn it sideways, release it as we're walking backward in order to make it small. Turn around, and then there's actually a little tiny lip at the top of this barrier where you can drop objects behind the barrier. I didn't know about it for a while, but apparently not very many people know it's there. But it's really helpful with the all Easter egg strat. Take the door, resize it so that it is angled slightly towards you, kind of like when you do the jumpless skip in Optical. Then you come over to the barrier, and it can be a little inconsistent, but you're just going to release it and then push. Yeah, see, it fails for me sometimes. So we're just going to keep trying here until we get... I think that's bad angle. This might be good here. There it is. Try again here. Wow, this is being really naughty with me today. Try one more time. Wow. Normally I did it within the first 4 tries, but this is ridiculous. And there is another way to obtain the egg, which is both riskier but also it would save more time. But I'm going to try and pull this off first. There we go. This is less risky in my opinion, but it does take a while to practice. I have made a video on this before, but I will explain using my voice here, because it was just in text that I posted on the Strats videos page. Anyways, angle the door as so. You're going to fall down, and you're going to place the door immediately when it becomes big in the collapsible room. After you place it down, you're going to walk forward immediately. Don't jump yet, but as you're walking forward, you're going to resize the door so that you can keep moving forward, but not falling too much at the same time. When you get close enough to the doorway, jump, and you should be able to ledge grab. Sometimes it doesn't work, but I'm going to demonstrate right now how that will play out, how it should play out for you. And I made it. And there's the aid right at the end of the hallway. Now, I was a little bit lower down than I should have been. Thankfully, I made it over here. Normally, you would have better reaction time after you fall through the ledge, or after you fall through the crack. You would place the door down, you'd be higher up, and that'd give you a better chance of making it over here. Thankfully, though, even if you land that low, you should be able to make it. So that's the first egg. It is by far the hardest. I will go ahead and attempt the second option, which is riskier in terms of actually getting the egg on the way down, but it will save time if you get it right, because you don't have to spend that time fidgeting with the door and that barrier. What you're going to do is you'll line your cursor up right before you fall down here. I'm actually going to find a... Yeah, you want to be right in between these two knobs in the pipe. Look behind you. Right about at this angle, halfway between the cube and the floor, the corner of this cube and the floor. Drop down. Walk forward so you hit that. And then for a millisecond, probably about 10 milliseconds, that cube will be in your frame. The expandable cube, the one that clones multiple times to make a bridge. If you manage to clip that cube, you will be able to if you walk backwards all the way here, and you click on it multiple times, you'll be able to make a bridge you can just walk up. I'm not going to attempt that here because that'd probably be too long. Anyways, the next stage is past the looping hallway, the puzzle hallway, and I will go ahead and cut that to that now. So after you make it here, after you come out of the last hallway, you're going to come into this room, and immediately as that checkpoint save thing loads at the bottom right, reset to checkpoint, grab the cube, come in here, and you can actually see the egg right from this point. Jump, and there it'll be the yellow egg right inside of hallway 6. That's that one. And then the last egg is going to be not far from here, so I guess I'll just walk there. The last stage is right after you fall through this hole. Just instead of falling all the way, actually walk a little bit forward until you reach that platform right down there. And the egg will be right over here. You actually have to click twice to pick it up. I don't know why. And then just run the rest of the level normally. The last egg is in white space. And there's actually a clever way to get there. It's kind of a modern warpless strat. But you don't complete the level entirely until after you grab the egg. So in order to get to the room where the egg is at, do what Pi did in his video with the simpler white space warpless strat, not the challenging one, because that's irrelevant to an all Easter rug anyway. Plus, it's a lot harder. What you're gonna do is resize the clinic, go through, take the clinic here, make it a smaller size. About there. Angle it as so. Jump on top of this ladder. Try to avoid that portal so you don't create the paradox. Look up here. Angle it as so. Place it right at the corner of this brown wooden pallet and the white ceiling. Jump and release. Whoops, that failed. Try again. Wow. That shouldn't be failing like that for me. Am I missing something here? Hold on. I'm literally troubleshooting as I'm filming a tutorial. How embarrassing. Maybe I'm too small on this ladder. Maybe I should be a bigger size in order to actually make it go out of bounds. There we go. Okay, I just didn't jump far enough before I released. Anyway, just walk out. And you should be right over this room. Your huge size, but you should be small enough to trigger this checkpoint over here, reset, and immediately jump backward and walk into this room. Now, there is a more advanced strat that you can use to save maybe 7 seconds. First one is to simply walk around here, and I'll demonstrate after I do the simpler strat here. First option is to just walk around, and there is the legendary pain egg. Second option is to grab a chess piece from the table, place it here so that it's big enough so that when you jump into this outline here, you can see the outline of the piece. Because if you happen to place it somewhere where the outline disappears, the chess piece will go out of bounds and you've just wasted 5 seconds. So get it to a decent size so you can actually see the outline. Resize it. Whoop. Oh no, don't disappear on me. No. No, what did I do? This should work. Hold on. There it is. Resize it. Go up to this here. And then do a push launch. Walk over here, and there it is. If you get that strat down optimally, it'll save about 7 seconds compared to walking around. And with that, I believe that is all the... Oh, and after you get the egg, reset to checkpoint, and then complete the rest of the level with the chest launch all the way to the 8 o'clock screen. Just like that. And with all these strategies, it should be... With all these strategies, you will have successfully pulled off a all Easter egg run. Currently, my time on the leaderboard is 18 minutes 2 seconds. I have a time of it's a high 17 at sets, but I did not record that run. And so implementing these strategies, hopefully I will have a competitor in the near future. I already kind of have one. His name is Osborne, and hopefully someone will be able to beat my record using these strategies, and hopefully maybe someone will come up with faster and more consistent strategies. But that'll do it for now. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all later.